Hey my loves. So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. We're doing the natural lighting today, my loves, okay? We got something going on. There was a storm. I don't know what it is with certain places and why they can't handle storms. Y'all should be prepared. Be prepared. But everybody ain't prepared. Let's go ahead and jump into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Look at this. Look. What is it? Ahead. This was one of the cards we had yesterday, okay? Focus on what's in front of you, not on what's behind you. Separation is more than likely what's behind you, but the relationship is about to transform, okay? Yeah, resolutions are here. Solutions, answers, okay? Miracles, blessings, okay? That's the only thing we're claiming. That's what we're speaking into existence. We are going to read the message the way it comes out, though, okay? New beginnings and teamwork, all right? This person wants to work with you. They're afraid that you don't believe anymore. You don't believe in the connection. Still curious about you. Still want to know if it can work, all right? I'm hearing that song by Neo, okay? Got to make it work, honey. Teamwork. That's how they feel. You say, well, why not before? Why now? Timing, divine timing. Everything had to go on a certain type of way. All right. There could have been third-party situation going on. I just saw a triangle. Okay. Triangle also relates to divine trinity. Okay. So maybe there was a need to put spirit at the center and not yourselves. We have timing. Okay. Timing as the very first card out. Let's see. Ooh, we have affection. Okay. Timing, affection. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, okay. We have free will. Free will. All right. We all have it. We can all use it. Whatever you want, you can have. But remember, there's nothing, no action that comes without some sort of reaction or consequence. Okay. Cause and effect. That's how that goes. All right, let us see. We have denial. Somebody could have been in denial about something here, about someone loving them, about their need to release control. Okay, arrival. I feel a little bit of both. All right, whatever it is that you've been waiting on is coming. All right, love may be just around the corner. See the truth in the situation. Okay. The path you take is up to you. If you're able to see the truth in the situation, then more than likely you'll continue down the path. If you're still stuck in ego, or if you're still drowning in pain or fear or anything like that, well, it might be a little difficult to see the truth. Okay. Affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond. So your person is going to be trying to love all on you. Spirit is suggesting you do the same. You be receptive to the love at the very least. If you are not yet in a space where you are wanting to express love in return. And we have timing. Allow events to unfold at the correct time. I wanted to show you this one because, well, it's further away. Okay. Let us get into it, because ain't nothing to it but to do it. We have letting go. Yeah, letting go is sometimes necessary. You had to let go and let God, and that's okay. All right, what's this? Curiosity. It's not stopping them from being curious, though. It says learn to be curious about each other, though. There's still more for you to learn. You don't know everything. Okay, what's underneath letting go? Happiness. Yeah. Well, if you let go of whatever it is that you are holding on to, your happiness is right there. Okay, we got wish fulfillment right there as well with the wish card. Okay, so let go. You get your wish fulfillment. You get your happiness and everything you want with this person. Yep, we have the Lovers and the Death card. Transformation indeed. Okay. Transformation indeed, my love. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? We're going to pick the cards first, and we're going to interpret the message. Okay. Sometimes I give my little ones and twos as I'm picking. Today may be no different. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. All right. We have the Hanging Man. The Hermit. Okay. There's been a lot of reflecting going on here. That's what that looks like. Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's been a lot of reflecting going on here. 8 of Wands. Okay. Three of Wands. Okay. Ten of Swords, and it's here over Queen of Swords. I'm going to leave that there. This is what I felt. The Devil. Oh, okay. Okay. We have the Temperance. I thought the card was going to fall into my lap. I'm so used to that happening. It's like a reflex. I'm like, oh, he didn't even fall down there. So it's funny how Temperance comes out right next to the Devil. Divine protection, indeed. Spirit is like, who? Okay, because you're divinely protected. Nobody's going to come and mess with you. All right, somebody could have been trying to do some sort of dark magic or something here. That comes up a lot. All right, people like to try to be in denial, and boys, that their biggest mistake, trying to be in denial. That could also be what that is there. Someone being in denial about that dark magic. Okay, let us see. The Knight of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups here. Well, I will tell you this. Yep, the Ten of Wands. This person, they're wanting to come back in. Yes, they're having all this regret and this remorse over how they treated you, how things went, all of that. Yes, that is true. All of that is true. Okay? But you feel like this person is coming back in with the same old, same old. Okay, you're going to be letting go, letting God here, like we see as underlying energy. Judgment, yeah. You know that Spirit has the final say. Spirit calls judgment at the end of the day. Okay? Two of Wands. You do have a decision to make here, though. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. When it comes to what you want to invest in or not. Ace of Cups, okay? True love, overflowing amounts of love, okay? So I'll tell you this. This person is crazy about you. However, that might be literal, okay? That might be very, very literal. This person is crazy about you in a literal sense, okay? I'm going to just say it again. So the Hangman is seeing things from a different point of view, seeing things from a different perspective, okay? So yes, I see where I'm coming from. I see where you're coming from, but maybe I didn't really much care where you were coming from because, again, I'm me, you're you, right? I don't have to think and feel the way that you think and feel. But this person is starting to see and feel, you know what I mean? Like they're seeing where you're coming from and they're feeling a lot of those feelings as well. The Hermit tells me that you went within, you went ghost, okay? You completely exited stage left when it comes to this relationship, this connection, this situationship, whatever you want to call it. You got your head in the game with the Queen of Swords, okay? So now this person is looking at things like, well, why are you treating me like this? But when they step back themselves and when they put themselves in your shoes, this might not be an empathic person, but they put themselves in your shoes just to see where you're coming from at least. And they do. All right. This person now sees the truth. They see that, okay, this is not you're doing this because you don't love me. You're doing this because it's the common sense thing to do. If you feel like somebody has been Ten of Swords, which is betrayal, treating you poorly, okay, maybe even assaulting you, to an extent, some of you have felt this way, then why would you continue on dealing with that? Why would you accept that? Like I always say, Ten of Swords to me is like laying down and being a doormat for somebody. You're not a doormat. Okay, some of us, a lot of us have welcome mats outside of our doors, you know, little mats right there. Okay, they say that you shouldn't have welcome mats. You can have a mat, but it shouldn't say the word welcome because you're like welcoming all sorts of energy into your home. Just an FYI and a heads up. But some of us have those mats at our door, you know, and it's like you get to, you know, kind of step your feet on it before you go into the threshold. And then you have one sometimes right inside the door, right? But are you that? Are you the damn doormat that this person is wiping their feet off on? Okay, so I just had to specify. And maybe I'm talking to somebody very specific. You need to change your welcome mat. Stop putting welcome, okay? Put something else. Put positive energy only, okay? I rebuke negative energy. I rebuke demons. Put something like that because as we get further down the line, we see the devil. But anyway, they're starting to see where you're coming from. We have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is communication. They want to talk to you. Talk to you about what? All of this. I never meant to make you feel Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. You probably don't believe them now because that's how they made you feel. And by the time a person gets to the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, you know how many times that had to have happened? A lot, okay? So the Three of Wands is, you know, foresight. Us seeing something coming towards us knowing that something is there. Arrival, we know that someone or something is coming. Perhaps this person has a pattern. Pattern. Perhaps this person has a pattern. They like to come back every 5 days, every 5 weeks, every 5 years. Notice I said 555. But this is a major shift and change for you this year. You're not letting them do the same thing they've been doing. Okay? So here we have the devil. This person may come as temptation. All right. For you, that's how you may view it. You may view it as temptation now. Instead of looking at it like, oh, this is the person I love. They love me. No, you look at it like it's temptation. And temptation is of the devil. So spirit is going to allow for certain things to happen because spirit is never going to put more on you than you can bear. But spirit is not the one tempting you. Does that make sense? Like spirit is not going to say, let me see you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare. That's not God's energy. Okay. So when somebody is in that energy, that is clearly not of God. So that is more than likely how you feel. You feel like this person comes in as temptation. They're not doing right, but they also won't let go either. You know, they don't want to treat you the way that you and they know you should be treated. 1111 on the timestamp, but they don't want to let go either. And it doesn't help because a lot of you feel like this is truly your twin who's stuck in certain low vibrational, demonic, devilish, evil ways, malevolent. You know, you just feel like this person is just nasty at times. All right. Sadistic for some of you. Like they do things to cause pain, to see the pain, to feel good about themselves because they caused another person pain. Like that is not good. And if that's what you feel, then it makes absolute sense why you're not dealing with this person. So then we go to the next card, which is Temperance. Temperance is divine intervention for me. That's my divine intervention card. It's my divine protection card. It's an angel. Okay, it's an angel. So right when you're ready to lose your cool or you're ready to snap, there's that angel. And by the way, for those of you who are like, I've been trying to cut the cord, it's not working. I've been trying to cut the cord, it's not working. It's not that it's not working. It's every time you go to cut the cord, they do something else to trigger you to reattach the cord. Okay, now it's not going to resonate with everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because some people really do have sweethearts as twin flames. Some people have sweethearts as twin flames. Some people don't want to deal with their twin flame. Some people don't even, know what a twin flame is, nor are they a twin flame. But it's not going to resonate with everybody. For those of you who know that this person is your twin, but they have these devilish, demonic, dark ways, perhaps they come from a family that practices dark crafting, this is just who and how they are. Is what they know. It doesn't change. It won't change. Then it's like, you have that free will choice and you do not have to deal with that. Okay, so back to the black magic. Every time you go to cut the cord, you're like, they won't go away. No, the cord has been snipped several times. I'm getting several times, but the person continuously comes in, continuously comes in, continuously comes in. They may come in being nice and sweet and gentle and thoughtful, and then I don't know where it switches. They may send people in to argue with you, to get under your skin, to get on your nerves. Different magic like that to cause interference or blockage in your day. So when you get irritated or you get out of a certain alignment, now they can attach themselves to you again because your vibration is lower. But see, Temperance is here to realign you, to keep you the way you need to be, attuned. Okay, Temperance is here. All right, so I'm putting this here. They say, no, focus on your healing. Okay, don't focus on this. This person is selfish. They're pessimistic. You don't trust them. They lack faith. Faith in what? A higher power, a higher being. So they know about this one. They feel like, bad things happen all the time. This is a terrible place, but we're here. You may as well enjoy it. You may as well be a part of it. You may as well put yourself in it. That's a negative way of thinking. Again, a lot of the feminines that I'm reading to and for, no, you're in this world, but you're not of it. So if somebody comes to you with this energy, of course not. Of course you don't want that. Okay, some of you might be feeling like this weird feeling in your stomach. The pit of your stomach, that's negative energy. Okay, there's ways that you can remove that again. And so when you're doing all of these things to remove this energy, this person is doing certain things to reattach their energy to yours, even if it's not through them directly. They may call you and try to start an argument with you. Yeah, but if that's not working, if they're realizing that their old tricks are not working, now they're going to try new ones. Random people want to argue with you, want to go back and forth with you. Don't, okay? Laugh it off. Think it's funny. You know, when you laugh things off and you think it's funny, that's their worst nightmare. They're not used to that. So again, could it have been that you made this devilish, dark person fall in love with the light being? Absolutely. That's what it looks like. You got the devil right next to temperance. That's what it looks like. Okay, and I did a reading, something along these lines, over a year ago. Okay, I'm going to have to find that reading. But yes, this is possible. Okay, very much so. So we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is, you know, somebody wanting to express their love, their affection. So when I tell you this person does love you, they do. And that doesn't make it any easier, because this is the type of person that loves you. You understand what I'm saying? They love you. They can't let go. They're a sadist. It's not a Satanist. Okay, I said a sadist. So they like to see you in pain, or see people sad, or see people angry, or make them upset, like that. Okay, it's like, what is going on with you? But that's what's going on with them. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. And you say, oh, it's a fetish, it's a kink. No, that's who and how they are mentally. Okay, it's not a fetish, it's not a kink, it's not something they do in the bedroom only. It's just period. Okay, it's just period. So the Knight of Cups, again, affection, romance, passion, but somebody that's coming in and out, in and out, in and out. They're on a mission. A mission of what? Okay, at this moment, who knows? Because it's like, you love me, but are you wanting to do right by me? They can't help themselves, it looks like. Okay, we all have some sort of control over ourselves, but perhaps they haven't gotten their control yet, and something else is controlling them, and they don't realize it. Okay? So they can't control themselves, like I was saying. Something else is controlling them, but they love you. Two of Cups is like soulmate energy. They want to reconcile. They want to express this romance. They feel like, you know, I'm just as drawn to you as you are to me. I'm attracted to you just like you're attracted to me. But just because you're attracted to it don't mean it's good for you. Okay? This person loves you. You say, why now? They want to come in. It's divine timing. That's what temperance is about. Getting ourselves in alignment so that we can receive our biggest blessings. Our greatest blessings. In order to see this thing progress, we would have to not deny our feelings, or we would have to not deny what we see in front of us. It's what you see right here. Love is around the corner. Yep. It always comes back. This person comes back like clockwork is what it feels like. You love them? Yes. Despite their devilish, demonic ways. But it's not, you know, something you want in your life. That's what I'm getting here. All right? Because the Ten of Swords is an abrupt ending. The Ten of Wands is, you know, exhaustion. So it's like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm good. Thanks. Okay? Now, Eight of Wands is progression. It's movement, as we know. The Five of Cups. So because this person sees you getting away, you know, not like they wanted to hold you hostage, but at the same time, though, kind of, right? They see you getting away, and now they have this regret, this remorse. Not only do they have this regret and remorse, but again, judgment. They're being judged by spirit for how they treated this situation. The Hangman is not just looking at things from a different point of view, but it's spirit holding us upside down by the ankles. It's like a punishment. It's like a time out that God puts you in because you're out here not playing the right way. You're not moving accordingly or something. So wanting your forgiveness, double emphasis on that. Wanting to reconcile, triple emphasis on that. Okay? But Two of Wands, you still having that choice. You still having that free will choice as to if this is something you want to do or not. Seven of Pentacles is about investments. Is this something I still want to invest myself into? Yes, they love me. Yes, I love them. But is this a good love? Is this a healthy love? Is this something that's brought together by spirit, by God, the divine? Or is this something that totally went left because this person was going back and forth to a Pentacles about what they wanted to do? If they wanted to be a better person, or if they wanted to stay in low vibrational energies. A lot of you are very independent. You have a lot going on for you. You know, you don't have to be with somebody just to be successful or to be happy or, you know, to feel love. But that's what they wanted. They wanted to keep you stuck and trapped in a situation where you was just dealing with them. And it's the energy that's on them. Okay, Ten of Cups. Yes, they want, you see the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups. That's what they want. But is it going to feel like that when this is the energy that you're in and this is what you're giving? So in their mind, they're like, oh, come on, we can have a 10 of cups. We can have a 10 of cups. 7 of swords. It's not true. You see what I'm saying? It's like they want you to let go of something. The past. They want you to stop denying the truth of your feelings. And maybe you should confess, yes, I love this person. But do I want to be with this person? No. Yes, I love this person. But am I in love with this person? No. Not if this is how they're treating me. Okay, so that's something to think about. And I feel like a lot of you have. You've definitely thought about it. Okay. Yeah, we got the 7 of swords again. It's like the person just comes with the same old, same old. So even though they're coming in, you know, it's divine timing for this, for something to happen right now. Maybe it's divine timing for the blindfold to fall off with this 8 of swords. It's divine timing for you to see the truth of the matter. It's divine timing for them to face judgment. Okay. It's divine timing for them to realize the truth of this connection, and you still just move on with your life. Because that's what they would get at that point. Okay, yeah, we have the 4 of wands. That's what they want. They want twin flame union with you, the moon. They want twin flame union with you, but certain things are just not going to change. All right? Certain things are not going to change until they change. That's what it is. You know, if this person still has this energy on them, they might struggle with certain addictions that leave them open as a vessel. If they drink a lot, that's definitely one of them. Okay? Drinking is really one of those things. Okay? Because, you know, they call liquor and alcohol spirits, and they call it that for a reason. Okay? From the stuff that you make it from the trees and different things like that, from bark and all that stuff that they put into going into the alcohol. You know, do you know what energy is attached to those things and how long certain trees, roots, barks, whatever have been here on earth, and how many souls and how many spirits have passed through those roots, those trees, those herbs, those whatever? Understand? Like, they call it that for a reason. Then it takes you out of a certain level of consciousness and awareness, and something else is completely able to take over your body. There are so many stories where people have done things, said things, been places, don't even know that they were there, don't even know that's what they were doing, don't even remember what happened. Okay? And like, oh, blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol. No, blame it on you being possessed by a spirit under the influence of the alcohol. Okay? So, no, I'm not holier than thou. We do our things how we do our things. But, again, everybody needs to know their limits. That's when you have certain control over yourself. And some people just don't. There's an energy that's controlling them instead. All right, so we have the King of Cups. Now, what this person has come to realize here is that they do love you. Okay? And they want to go through transformation within themselves so that they can see this connection go through transformation. And it is very possible. Okay? So we're not going to act like all things are not possible through God, because it is. Okay? All things are possible through the Most High, through the Divine, who can do all things. Okay? All things. So, Divine counterpart knows they love you, knows they want 4 of wands, okay? But a lot of the time we'll see what we want to see and not what it actually is. This is what it is. Does it have potential to be this? With God, with source, with spirit? Yes. With this person realizing what they've done, with them accepting truth, with them wanting to be better and doing what they have to do. But to just hop, skip, jump into a connection with them right now, or a relationship with them right now, no. It'll be more of the same thing. If you want different results, you have to do things different. Okay? Ace of Wands. That's what they're realizing. All right? The High Priestess. You're very intuitive. Okay? Some of them feel like you're very, very psychic even. All right? I always say the High Priestess is a psychic or a psychic reading. 9 of Cups. Heart's desires, wish fulfillment. Getting everything that one wants. Again, we saw wish. So the wish can come true. We got to let go of what no longer serves us in order to allow what does. So this is what I'm getting. For a lot of you, it's not even going to be this person, this situation. You're going to let this go, and what you want comes in from somebody that's in alignment with you, somebody that loves you, somebody that's emotionally mature and does not mind being vulnerable and expressive when it comes to how they're feeling. They're in love. You're going to know. The world is going to know they're in love. This other person, they feel love. It's like they want to treat you worse. They want to, you know, it's something about it. All right. So it's either you're going to let this go and something new comes in, or You're going to let this go. This person is going to realize, like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Snap out of it. You might be the catalyst that brings them to spirit. You might be that source that brings them to change. Okay? But it's not for you. It's for them. And in addition, they will get a better relationship or have a healthier connection with you. Okay? So whichever way it goes. But this person is certainly realizing they can't stay the same way that they've been forever. It's not working. Yeah, see, old condition and release. And then we have leadership forefront. So a lot of you are leading this person to the right energy. Leading them to the right source. New beginnings, intentions. All right? Family dynamic, reconcile. Alright. And also for some of you, it's like letting go of karmic here, bringing in twin. Alright. Letting go of karmic and bringing in twin. For a lot of you, that's just what it is. We have soul family, strength. First card was patience needed, timing. Okay. Patience needed, timing, and soul family, strength. False narrative, discernment. See that clown there? Okay. Oh. Spirit guidance, co-creation. All right, I'm gonna pick one more. One more. All right, family dynamic, reconcile. Okay, yeah, if it's one thing for sure, two things for certain. This is like soul family to you. Sacrifice, reclaim. What are they willing to sacrifice? Are they willing to sacrifice the addictions? All right, it says your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to claim, balance, and nurture yourself by standing in your power. Okay, first things first, patience needed. Okay, remember temperance. It says, be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and lessen instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. Seven of Pentacles. So even if the person was coming devilish, demonic, sadistic, whatever, you planted the right seeds in their spirit. So it's going to grow. It's going to water. It's going to water itself. It's going to nurture itself. I feel spirit's got this. You have to let go and let God. You planted the seeds. Now let their soul and spirit, the guides and team do the rest. All right. Soul family. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. True. Very true. Okay. Very, very true. The people that you're meant to meet, that you're meant to cross paths with, etc., will appear right when you need them to, right when they're meant to, right when they need you to, okay? False narrative, discernment. Be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a negative narrative is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to your ego-based story that is laced with falsehoods and old conditioning. For every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. Maybe they don't see themselves as that. Remember I said they were like, well, we just in this world. This world is a negative place. You might as well enjoy it. Might as well be a part of it. No. See, that's that mindset that we were mentioning some readings ago. That cursed mindset, that pessimistic mindset. You cannot think like that. All right. Well, a person stays in that mindset, guess what? They're going to keep drinking. They're going to keep doing whatever it is they're doing. Why? Because they don't think that it's anything else for them to be doing. They don't think there's a better purpose. Okay. And they look at it like, oh, whatever. I don't want to hear it. I just enjoy it. Okay. Then you further going than you realize. Okay. Because there's nothing wrong with doing your thing here and there lightly. When you just think you have to do it, it's mandatory. It's a necessity. No, that's not good. All right. It says your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. Okay, so a person could be meditating a lot with doing so. Again, facing a lot of judgment here from their spirit guides and from the Most High because of certain things they've been doing. But it's necessary. It's like they have to accept accountability in order to begin the healing process. We have family dynamic reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Okay, so having an open, loving family unit is essential. So yeah, the soul family. Some people may not feel like they have that in their karmic family. Cool, your soul family is right there. Okay, there's no reason for people to struggle and suffer and do all of that. No, you don't have to. All right, there are people that love you out there. Okay, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this will help you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.